Badges 1 button.
So, take 3. Welcome, everyone, to this series. My hope is to have a series of video, gaming guides and such that is supportive of blind and sighted players together, kind of bringing that bridge down, or, making that bridge actually between sighted and blind gamers. And so it's going to be my quest to find and highlight videos that are compatible with both sighted and blind gamers. For starters, we're going to look at and go through Lost Vault. Now, this is a great example of a good, what I will call, bridger game, because it has good visuals. It's got some pretty good, I think, some pretty good graphics. And it also has screen reader accessibility that is really good. So far, there's really only one thing that I've found that could be a little more accessible, and that's the auto exploration that will become a thing at level 10. So we're going to get started. I have a rebel and a mage that I will be doing guides for. And actually I'll probably create a basic mage if folks want to see, or basic rebel, if folks would like to see walkthroughs getting started with the rebel class. But today we're going to start with the ranger. So I'm going to go ahead.
Your name, edit box.
And name
Braille keyboard.
my player, my character. Notice I am going to be typing
Tab. BRANNAN
on the Braille keyboard. And I'm going to accept Brannon as our ranger's name. I'm going to read through the classes so you guys can kind of see a little bit what they're supposed to be like. A little bit of each class and see maybe which one you would personally be interested in following.
Characters remaining. Pick class.
Okay.
Mage health 5/10 damage 9/10 deals powerful damage at the cost of low health.
So
primary attributes: intelligence, endurance.
So you have 4 stats, or 5 stats, excuse me. Strength, agility, intelligence, and luck. And endurance. Different classes have these different stats at different levels. Mages, great at damage. Their health, not so great.
Rebel health 7/10 damage 7/10 balances between survivability and damage. Primary attributes: strength, endurance.
Rebel was my first class. And it's the one I'm farthest along in. And it's got a lot of balance. It's about good damage, decent damage, decent health.
Ranger health 6/10. Ranger health 6/10 damage 8/10 heavily depends on dodges and critical hits. Primary attributes: agility, endurance.
Agility and endurance for rangers. And that's the one that we're going to go with. So, rangers are all about being very agile, very dexterous. The quick moves, the as they said, the quick dodge.
8 bottle cap, 50, button.
So we're going to go with the Ranger.
6/10. Night health 8/10 damage 6/10 sacrifices damage for huge pool of health.
And then there's the Knight.
Endurance, strength.
Forgot about the Knight.
Selected. 1 survivor tab 1 of 6. 1 shelter tab 3 of 6. Create bottle cap 50 button.
So we're going to go ahead and create this Ranger. Here we go. I had forgotten about the Knight class.
Cash 20,177 bottle cap 88. Choose character heading. Landris, Magic, Rebel, Majory.
So we have Landris and Mayeri. Those are my Rebel and my Mage.
Rebel, Mage, 22 LVL, 1 LVL. Switch button. Switch button. Water image. 1 water image. 275. 275.
Unfortunately, it doesn't. The one downside here in the character screen is that it doesn't put the info verbally. It doesn't always put all the info with each character.
Caravan. 2H51 caravan. 2H51 meters.
Landris is guarding a caravan right now.
Brannon. Ranger. Brannon.
Here comes Brannon. We're going to actually open up Brannon.
Ranger empty. 1 LVL. Creates new character. Switch button.
And we're going to switch to Brannon.
Loading. Please wait 3 period. My resources cache. 0 bottle cap. 0.
Right now, as you can see, we have nothing.
Armor 16.
And so how do we get from nothing to something? Because as you see,
Armor 16.
Our stats,
Attributes.
our attributes,
Increase strength. Heading. Cache 10. 5. 5.
right now our strength is
Armor
5.
16.
Even if you don't have an attribute as your key, you will have all 5 attributes.
Increase agility. Heading. Cache 10.
It would cost me 10 cash to increase each of these
5.
stats at this point.
5. Damage 16. Dodge 0.62%.
Interesting that the agility is also
Increase
just
intelligence.
5.
Cache 10. 5. 5. Magic up. Increase endurance. Heading. Cache 10. 5. 5. Health 101. Increase luck. Heading. Cache 10. 5. 5. Critical hit 111.75%. Critical hit chance 0.54%. Double hit 0.44%. Lifesteal 0%. Reflect damage 0%. Extra XP 5.0. Extra cash 5.00%.
So, because I bought Wastelander Plus, I have some perks. These last ones would probably be 0. As I recall, were 0 when I started my very first character.
Bio is empty. Write a few words about yourself.
And I'll get around to writing a bio for Brannon. And perhaps as Brannon grows, I will share that more with y'all.
Create bio button. Global chat button selected. Survivor items tab 2. Shelter tab 3. Explore tab 4 of 6.
Right now, the shelter we're not even going to look at that.
Explore tab 4
The first place you go in Lost Vault is exploring. So we're going to go into that.
Explore tab 4 of 6. Selected. The last piece of land unaffected by the apocalypse. Button. Info.
So the premise of Lost Vault is you're basically post-apocalyptic. the apocalypse is finally ended, and the survivors of the apocalypse are now sort of exploring the new world, as it were, exploring what has been left behind to them. And you start with one small piece of land that was not affected. So I'm going to take you through the first explorer or so, and then we will call it for this video. So, here comes the last piece of land unaffected by the apocalypse, aka the innocent land.
Last piece of land unaffected by the apocalypse. Button. My resources cache. 0 bottle cap. 0 water 250 275 water recovery 4H4. District 1. Progress 0/10.
So each region is broken up into districts. There are 5 districts, and then each district at the end has a guardian that you'll have to defeat. But first, we have to explore this district. As it said, progress 0 of 10. We need to explore it 10 times.
10 button.
So let's go ahead and do an explore. Water, you will need water. Up at the top.
My resources cache. 0 bottle cap. 0 water 250 275 water recovery 4H 13 9 meters 47s. Button.
It tells you what resources you have, and this changes depending on which tab you're in. Are you looking at your survivor? Are you looking at your shelter? Or your items? The relevant resources will be shown, which in this case is water. We're going to spend 10 water.
Water 10 button.
And explore this region.
Battle heading.
Now we have a battle in progress.
Damage 4 Brannon health 96/101 enormous boar health 36/67 level 1 button. Brannon health 74/101 level 1 damage 6 enormous boar health 6/67 level 1 Brannon health enormous boar health 0/67 level 1 button.
So as you see in the battle screen, you have your health and the damage you've taken, and your opponent, which in this case was the enormous boar, and the damage they've taken.
Samsung capture collapse. Lost vault Brannon health enormous get Samsung capture lost vault get reward button.
So we're going to get the reward
Heading.
for fighting that enormous boar.
Cash 18. Experience 5.
So for most wasteland explorers, you get usually cash and experience, and if you're lucky,
4.
Oh, and fame. Fame is how you rank on the rankings list.
Experience 14.28%.
And we're at 14.28% to the next level.
Common bite gloves button.
And we got some hand armor, y'all.
Flows button.
So,
My resources cache 18 bottle cap.
Great.
0 water 240 275 water recovery 4H 37 meters 26s button.
so you see now we got some cash. We've used up some water. And if we
Items
go
tab 2 of
into
6.
items,
Items tab 2 of 6. Selected.
this is where you're gonna go ahead and use them bite gloves we got.
Helmet.
You'll see
Pendant. Equipped.
there are a series of slots for equipment.
Pendant. Helmet. Locked required 30 level. Image.
Well, we don't have anything for a helmet slot,
Weapon. Armor.
or a weapon, or armor.
Gloves.
Now there's a glove slot. Tapping that now does nothing.
Common bite gloves button.
But we're going to look at these bite gloves that we got.
Common broken gloves bite gloves heading.
Common broken gloves. You start out with some pretty comparatively shitty equipment, right? I mean, this is the stuff that's been beat up and, it's probably degraded over time because nobody's used it and stuff like that. So, typical post-apocalyptic, most everything is going to be subpar, and you're going to have to build it up.
Common bite gloves image. Armor 5 plus 5.
But you get 5 armor from them, so boost your armor a bit.
Level 1 plus 0. Equip button.
And they're level 1. As you get higher up, you'll get actual bonuses to your other stats from the equipment that you get. So we're going to go ahead and
Resources cache 18
equip
cap 0 scraps.
those
0.
gloves. Those of you who are sighted, you can see that you can see the gloves now in position.
Equipped. Pendant.
For my fellow blind folks, let's look through this list of items again. This equipment list.
Helmet. Locked required 30 level. Image.
No helmet, obviously still. And there's that item I haven't, even Landris hasn't unlocked the level 31 yet.
Weapon. Armor.
Still no weapon, still no armor, obviously.
Ring. Common bite gloves button.
And now the common bite gloves are in that position that just said gloves before.
Ring. Pants. Boots. Backpack.
And then there's a backpack.
013.
The backpack is what carries,
Chests.
would carry all your items. You want to watch that because, as you can see, those of you who are sighted, that it does have it has the little squares for where items would go. When those squares fill up, your backpack's full.
Chest. Unlock slot button.
There is a blank chest slot right now that is available. And chests will appear as you advance.
Unlock slot button. Unlock slot. Unlock slot button. Locked required 30 level. Survivor tab 1 of 6.
And there's something that's locked that requires 30 level. Again, Landris hasn't even gone to that.
Selected items tab 2 of 6. Survivor tab 1 of 6.
So we're going to go ahead
Survivor
and
tab 1 of
look
6.
back again
Selected.
now at this character screen.
Quest. Journal button.
And
Selected character button.
we'll actually end with that. See where we've come.
My resources cache 18 bottle cap 0.
So we have 18 cash and 0 bottle caps. Bottle caps will come into play again as you advance.
Selected character button. Badges button.
So there are 3 tabs. Most of the tabs at the bottom have 3 kind of sections. We're in the character section of the Survivor tab right now.
Rewards 2 button. Rewards 2 button.
Rewards, there are spins and loyalty rewards that you get each day. And you can get different things from those. But those are just something every day you log in, you get a reward.
Settings button. Brick settings button.
Settings, you go there to change your character, switch between characters, and other things like that.
Brennan. Ranger.
Name and class, typical.
Level 1.
Character startup.
Experience.
Character info.
14.2. Private messages button.
Private messages, if people message you, those will go there.
Journal button.
You have a journal of everything that has happened.
Quest.
Now, something that you start out with is a quest. And a lot of the quests are basically things that you're going to already be doing. For example,
explore the wastelands.
Explore the wastelands. So basically, that's kind of the action that it's asking you to do.
115. 115.
1 of 15. That means, so basically the quest is to explore the wastelands 15 times.
Reject bottle cap 3.
If you don't like the quest you have and you have bottle caps, you can reject the quest.
Attributes.
Now remember those attributes we talked about.
Increase strength, cash, 10, 5.
You see, remember we got cash earlier.
Bot armor 20, increase cash, 10.
Agility and endurance are the most important for a ranger. So, we're going to go ahead and take that.
10. TV 6 news alert, 8, 5.
We're going to go ahead and take that 18 cash we got and use 10 of it.
5. Magic, increase cash, 5, 5. 5. Increase endurance.
To increase our endurance, which, if you see now,
5. Health 101.
My health is 111.
5, cash, 10. Increase endurance, cap, 6.
And now it is 6. Each time you raise an attribute, it raises it by 1. You can't be like, okay, raise my endurance by 5, and expect it to happen.
120. Increase luck, cash, 10. 5. Critical hit 111.75%.
And then the luck
life steal 0, reflect damage 0%.
Is pretty much the same. There's pretty much nothing more really we can do with that.
Navigation
with any of that. So
explore tab 4
I'm going to go ahead and leave you with one final exploration.
The Innocent Land.
Oh.
Last piece of land unaffected.
And for blind players to get into these wastelands, you actually double tap on the you double tap on the description. And that holds true, I'm pretty sure, for both iPhone and Android. I, for the record, am playing this on Android. Because there's lots of people doing this stuff on iPhone. So that's also another thing I want to try to do, is raise awareness for games playable by the blind on an Android. And here we go into another exploration.
Resources cache, 8 bottle cap, 0 water, 240-275 water recovery 4H27
and we've got
District 1, progress 1/10.
1 of 10 done in District 1.
Water, 10, button.
We're going to go ahead and finish off with one more explore.
Battle, heading.
The battle has begun.
Damage.
And we have
115/120 level damage. 7 enormous boar health. 37.
Another enormous boar.
Damage. 4 Brannon health. 93 damage. 7 enormous boar health. 15/67 Brannon health. 81/120 level enormous boar health. 0/67 level 1 button.
And as you see, the enormous boar is down.
Get reward.
Let's see what we got for doing that.
Reward. Heading. Cash. 18.
Ooh, another 18 cash.
Experience. 6.
And 6 XP.
Fame. 4. Experience. 31.42%.
We are almost a third of the way to level 2, y'all.
Common flare gun. Button.
And a common flare gun. Interesting. Alright. Let's take a look at that.
Common broken weapon flare gun. Heading. Common flare gun. Damage 4. Plus level 1. Plus 0. Sell cash. 13. Button. Recycle scraps. Closed. Samsung capture. Collect. Lost vault. Level 1. Sell cash. Recycle. Close. Button. My resources cache. 26 bottle cap. 0 water 230 275 water recovery 4H 25 meters 27s. Button.
So we have covered the basics of doing, getting started. As you play for the first time, you will actually have a tutorial that will kind of guide you through things as well. But this right here is just a basic kind of starting out with Lost Vault. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And I will be back with more later.
Alter tab 3 of 6. Button. Navigation bar. Home. Locked. Image. Locked. Image. Rank tab 6 of Samsung capture. Collapse. Draw. Button. Selfie video. Pause. Button.